Welcome, golf fans, and those of you who are aimlessly trolling the internet for something to watch tonight. Welcome to the very first annual Sweet Shots Shootout, presented by Mustang Media. I'm Dan Wolf. Joining me tonight on the broadcast is Jordan Latufsky, and we're going to be broadcasting a little match tonight, TGL style, and we're going to have a little explanation of what that means coming up in a few minutes. But this is a competition between staff members from Cheyenne High School and students at Cheyenne High School. And so for the students tonight, we have Drake Nostrom, Madden Weber, Ryan Thompson, and Peyton Stocker. And competing for the staff members, we have Dylan Thomas, Aaron Knodel, Dustin Salmon, and Tim Brandt. Jordan, first for both of us, a broadcast of a golf event. Your feelings right now?
Well, it's a bucket list item for sure. I mean, it's the first time that this has ever been done, and Dan, I'm pleased that you and I are doing it together. We've just been kind of wondering where we're going to set the line and who we're going to set it on. If it goes to the faculty or for the students. The students, obviously, they're the current players. The staff, some of their glory days are past behind them, but.
This is going to be interesting. Someone should check BetMGM right now to find out what the over-under is on the affair tonight, because I think there's going to be a lot of trash talking and some hammers being thrown and all sorts of things. This is going to be excitement as the players are getting their last few swings in here, warming up for the competition tonight.
So you play a lot of golf with one of the contestants on the faculty.
I do. I was fortunate enough to play a practice round with Coach Knodel this morning, and it was exciting. But
so you have the unique perspective of knowing the games of the faculty, but then also you have coached some of these kids. So what are you expecting to see today? Early in the season.
Early in the season, I mean, this is an esports event more than anything else. It is. About as much real golf as I am a real social studies teacher, so they kind of go hand in hand here. But it's a fun opportunity for everyone. Certainly there's going to be some really nice shots that we see tonight, but there's also going to be probably some swings that people would wish that weren't captured on film and being able to be chopped up and shown again and again.
It's a wide
open again. But it should be entertaining. The whole point of this is to have some fun for everyone involved, and so we'll see how this goes tonight.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what I was walking into, and I'm very impressed with the students and the faculty with Mr. Simon and Mr. Thomas and Mr. Gee. I'm very impressed with the setup they have here. Looks like they're doing a really good job here.
Well, they're absolutely prepared and ready to go, and they do such a great job. You and I both know that, working with Mustang Media throughout the years. So we're going to take a quick break here before we get to the action. We'll be back with some pre-game hype talk from Tristan Murak, and we'll be ready to go. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, folks, here at the Sweet Shot Shootout. My name is Tristan Maroc. Joined alongside me is Dan Wolf and Mr. Jordan Latufsky for tonight. Another thing you might see something around stream tonight is something called this thing, the hammer. The hammer is used to double up the points for that hole. Each can be used 3 times per team per session. Once you throw the hammer in on your opponent, you lose possession and you lose one of your hammers for that session no matter what, as well as the fact of you give up possession, say the Birdie Bandits use it, they will give up possession to the Fairway Faculty. So if you see this around, we'll do our best to explain it to you what's going on. It just doubles up the points for the hole, lose possession, and you can basically throw it whenever except when you're putting. And then if you throw it before the drive, it is automatically accepted for the opposite team. So here now with me is Drake Nostrom. Drake, how we feel today?
I feel great. Hopefully we can beat the teachers. I plan on beating them. Yeah.
You heard it here first. Back to you guys in the booth. Drake, what was that? You can't step in.
So, the first number of holes are going to be played in an alternate shot for the students today. So, we walk through here, are we like only if there's an interview going on? Staff, that'll be Dylan Thomas. Then your total, Dustin Salmon, and then course that they're playing tonight?
It's Fields Ranch West.
Fields Ranch West.
Frisco, Texas.
From Frisco, Texas at
PGA headquarters.
That is one of the courses that that some of our golfers for the Cheyenne golf team were fortunate here to play.
Beautiful condition.
It was 80 degrees for a low temp, I think, each night, and then about 97 for a high with plenty of humidity. So it will be interesting. Those of you, for what you can see on the broadcast, you see several different targets out there. They're varying distances from the hitting bay, and so as players are choosing where to hit to, they may change targets. And one thing that's different for those of you who haven't ever been to Sweet Shots, and by the way, it's a great facility. Something that in an area like this is desperately needed, in that it gives that option of year-round golf, a chance to get out and hit balls even in the winter, even when it's not very nice as it's forecast to be in the next couple of days. But it gives you the opportunity to play some different courses. It has some skills games. It has all sorts of different things. And I guess, as we've seen an influx in lots of simulators around the area, which, those are fine too. The one thing that's different about Sweet Shots from all of them is that you get to see the ball flying. It's not a flighted ball or anything like that. These are the same golf balls. These are range balls that you'd be hitting at your local driving range, and you get to see the ball flying. It uses the top tracer technology that is able to determine distance and all of those sorts of things. So for those of you who've never been out here, it's a fantastic facility, and we're certainly grateful to Lucas Johnson, the Director of Instruction here at Sweet Shots, and all the people here that they've allowed us to come out and film this tonight as we're about ready to go here.
I think certainly he's got to get you on the payroll for some PR right there, because that was one heck of a job, Mr. Wolf. But you're right, even your golf kids that come here from Cheyenne, they're probably focused more on the technical side, but even just the entertainment side, you don't have to be a big-time golfer. It's just it's fun to come out. They got the TVs and the heated bays, and just a great place to spend a couple hours with some friends and get together. And
food and beverages,
yes,
and they're open. That's one of the things If you're someone who's intimidated by going out and actually playing golf and maybe don't have the time and that sort of thing, you can pop in here, and it's got the 3 levels to hit from. We're up on the 3rd level tonight hitting, and it's a great venue, a great opportunity for entertainment for folks, especially in an area where, we know that the weather can be challenging, to say the least.
What's maybe the biggest adjustment from, that these players are going to have to, use here today? Obviously, you talk about it's more of an e-sport type of thing, but what is a big adjustment when you're playing at a bay like this on a course, not just going up there and trying to rip the ball down the, fairway?
Well, I think the biggest adjustment is the putting, because there is no actual putting with this. It's one of the flags out there that players will hit to, and so landing within a certain proximity to the flag will determine if you get a birdie, a par, a bogey, whatever the case might be. And you can pick the targets that you want to go to out here as an aim point. The game itself has fairways, so you don't have to hit it directly at this target to still hit a fairway and everything. So it's just a little different feel. Well, here we are starting us off tonight is Drake Nostrom. There he goes. He's got the draw going, but very generous fairways at this venue in that you can spray it a little bit and still find lots of fairways, and Drake gets off to a fine start, finds a fairway with the first one.
A little bounce off the path there too, I believe.
Yeah. Next in on the tee for the staff, Dylan Thomas. Did not quite get all of that one. And here's one of those oddities that you asked about, Jordan, and that is that the cameras have to be able to pick up the ball in the air. So if you do hit one really errant, it gives you an opportunity to redo it with no penalty, and that's... Oh, and that one was picked up, and the staff is in the penalty area to start. Not exactly the start they were hoping for, as Madden Weber's going to come, or I'm sorry, Aaron Knodl's going to be up here as the staff is still away. And they're lying 2 already with still 537 yards to the pin. There's a good strike by Mr. Knodl as he sends one still down into the penalty area again.
What's going on here for this?
Holy cow.
I get that right on my line.
I wonder if that hammer's going to be flying on the first hole. This is going to be an interesting sight as Madden Weber comes up. So, Jordan, one of the things you do, you can adjust which target you're aiming at to line up more with the distance that you actually have to hit if you're not looking at hitting a drive or a 3-wood or something like that. As Madden smokes one up into the fairway, and the students lay 2 on this opening par 5 here at Fields Ranch East.
So explain that a little bit more. So I hear, excuse me, we're aiming for the white right now.
Right now, the white, because that is the deepest one, and everyone seems to have, a fairway wood, a hybrid, a driver. But as you get to a shot that's maybe 100 yards, you can pick targets that are more in line with that distance, and then that gives you more of that visual of what real world is. As Mr. Salmon knocks that one up. And I think that should be a fairway finder, yes. Indeed it is. Nicely done by Mr. Salmon. Although the staff is in some trouble here as Ryan Thompson's staff, you okay with a couple of Okay. Okay, welcome back. Sorry, some technical challenges that we're looking to overcome here as
It's too bad because Thompson had a hole in one.
he did, and now he has to re-hit it.
That's a bummer.
Hit a pitching wedge from 301. No. Close pin high right there from Ryan Thompson, just a little bit offline, but certainly in good shape as Tim Brandt, Mustangs basketball coach, comes up as the staff lays 5 right here. Not to put any pressure on you, Coach, but a hole out here would do wonders for a bogey. Good swing from Coach Brandt. He finds the dance floor.
Beautiful shot by Coach Brandt there. Finds the dance for. What do you think his favorite TikTok dance is?
Well, I've heard that Coach Brandt learned early the TikTok dance, the Renegade. I think is one of his favorites, and he might be willing to display some of those dance moves a little bit later this evening as the match goes on.
There was a lot of free time during COVID.
I
was
think
spent.
there was,
Yeah.
and I think he probably needs to stretch out a little bit here. As well, that hole was conceded as the students are up 1-0 here, and Peyton Stocker, University of North Dakota golf commit, 353 is the distance on this par 4. Squeaks a little right on her. Just off the
fine,
fairway.
though, right?
That'll
That'll
be
be
fine.
fine.
Yeah, there's nothing hurt with that.
You talked about these top tracer balls. What's the big difference between a top tracer ball and then your golf ball?
Well,
Or
the
standard
golf
golf
ball, the golf ball is the same. What it is the camera system that picks the ball up and it measures ball speed and spin and rate and all of that sort of stuff. As
picked
Mr.
that one
Thomas
up.
there,
It
it picks that one up, and he's in the penalty area. So I'm no expert, Jordan, but it would seem to me that the staff might want to try and find someone else to lead them. Us is to see. Drake talking to the ball here a little bit. Oh,
Nice shot. Stayed up.
all right.
We back?
So Drake puts one just off the green. The students lay 2 right now. The staff lays 3. 101 yards for Mr. Salmon here. Jordan, I believe they say black is very slimming. That's why we have Mr. Salmon here in the all black.
Leaving that one.
There you go. 101. This one looks pretty good. It's curling back. Sit. Oh, and just off the back slope. Good swing for
Yeah,
Mr. Salmon, though. But once again, it's hurt the staff starting with penalty strokes
Yeah, it has,
off the tee, both holes.
It looks like Mr. Thomas is over there on the third bay in, getting some extra swings in. So he said he played 10 rounds of VR golf, but unfortunately that hasn't necessarily translated over to the competition here tonight at the Sweet Shot Shootout.
This is true. As Mr. Brandt is on here, chance at a bogey. We're getting her figured out here, Mr. Brandt.
I believe it's kind of a similar approach shot that he had last time, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's just hard to see that one on the camera here. It's just in front of the machine that dispenses the balls to the players. So the students are up 2-0 here quickly after only 2 holes of competition.
Where are you at? 2 holes in, where are you at, Mr. Wolf? Is that expected, surprised, or what are your thoughts?
You know, there's going to be a little bit of luck with this, and you know, kind of the order you choose and that sort of stuff. So it's been unfortunate for the staff thus far that they've not really had a chance to keep up with the students off of the tee, and that's probably been the hardest part for them so far. As Madden Weber's going to face a 186-yard shot here, par 3, number 3rd hole. One's tracking pretty well. See if he's got the distance right, just off. So short right on that one. A little bit of work left for the student. And there, pin high.
Mr. Knoedel put something in his info, Mr. Wolf, that I'd love to interview him on camera about it. 2 social studies guys. A course in the DMZ in Korea. Boy, that's something that I'd love to hear more about.
Absolutely.
So you can play on that 1-hole par 3 course surrounded by minefields.
Minefields and
you
the
can handle any
snipers.
pressure.
I think so. Ryan Thompson for a bogey. So there's a chance on this hole. Mr. Salmon, a little pressure on him here. He's got to come up with this.
You got to be within.
So again, the pin that they're hitting at is just kind of behind the ball dispenser, so it's hard for us to see visually here unless you're live. But on the broadcast, you will see it show up on the stream. And that's going to be a double bogey, and 3-0 quickly. The students have gone up on the staff.
At what point does this kind of get into a blowout? I mean,
well,
down 3, what's the likelihood that what you've seen out of the staff? I mean, is there any shot at potentially getting back in this?
Well, I think
you've got to win this hole now, right?
I think what you're going to find here now, we have someone else starting the hole for the staff. It'll be Tim Brandt starting for the staff here as Peyton Stocker has honors for the students as they're up 3-0. So I think if the staff are going to make a move, they're going to have to do it here now. See if they can sneak one away. That one's well hit by Stocker.
Fighting Sue does it again.
Right in the middle. Target for Coach Brandt. You know, I didn't know this about Coach Brandt, but his superstition, he sleeps in the shorts of his opponents. He's got every team the night before they play them, and that's his superstition. He wears the opponents of the shorts of the opponent for the upcoming night. Oh, he got all of that.
You got it. There you go.
Stay out.
Stay out.
Oh, nice drive.
Nicely
by
done
Mr.
by
Brandt.
Coach Brandt.
So that's what you're talking about. That's the drive that the staff needed to set
That's
him up.
where you need to start. Now you finally are able to put a little pressure on the students here. You know, they've been playing kind of with house money to start with, having the advantage of nice tee shots and a penalty stroke every time for the staff so far. So we'll see how this plays out this hole, as 169 yards to the hole for Drake. Good swing.
Good there.
Boy, that's really good. Buttery smooth from Drake. Oh!
Look at that, Drake.
Beautiful shot there by Nostrom.
Gives the students a good look at Birdie here. Says to the staff, anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, and Mr. Thomas dropping the hammer. The staff looking to double up here, so this could be big. Get 2 holes, 2 points back on this if they're able to hold on and win this hole. At 142 he has here. It is uphill, so it's probably playing closer to 150. He hits it low, but that might work out.
So that just means that. So I'm still up.
So
But he leaves it.
for those that missed our intro, explain that the hammer again.
So the hammer for each team, they can use that if they feel they have an advantage on a particular hole to double the points. If they win the hole,
Okay.
they can get double the points, and that would would be 2 points for the staff, but I believe it's also 2 points for your opponent. And that was a little early with.
So 2 points. So you could look at a 5-0 lead here. Correct?
That is correct. And this is going to put a lot of pressure on Mr.
If it doesn't
Canova
work
here.
out.
If it doesn't work out. That looks. He's wondering what happened there. So that was not a putt yet. So you do have to pick your target on one of the small screens. You can change which flag you're hitting to, and maybe that wasn't done. So the staff still out here, laying 3, about 20 yards. Opportunity for a par here. But he's got to put it within 2 feet to get the par. Land at 2 feet, but this is pretty good. I think a little short. And that's, blue wins the hole.
We're down 5. We're down 4. 4-0.
So yeah.
So
they
it
used the
is
hammer there, right?
5-0, and that is reflected on our scoreboard there because the staff chose to use the hammer. That would have been 2 points to get them within 1, but because they lost the hole, that drops them to down 5-0.
And you said you thought that was a little premature using the hammer, right?
Well, I think I think if the staff were hitting that shot first before the students, or maybe had already hit a really good shot, but Drake really came through and hit it close. So I don't know that was very advantageous use of the hammer for the staff there. So we're on to another par 3, 113 yards. So short hole on this one is Madden Weber. Fading a little bit. Just short. And we've got Mr. Brandt coming up. The chance to maybe stick one tight, give an advantage.
So he's changing his target there,
He
Mr.
is
Brandt.
changing his target, so he sees the distance that it shows. He just has to remember which one he is aiming at, and just because you're aiming at that target might be 101 yards. Well, this is a 113-yard shot. You still need to take the club that is a 113-yard club for you. It's not just landing it at that target. This is more for aiming. And he gets a little quick, comes through that one, a little slidey with the hips. Catches it thin, but it's going to work out not too badly.
Be okay.
Not bad. It's a good miss. Yeah, that's what they say in golf. That is what they do say. Appreciate that.
So even though Coach Brandt caught that one a little thin, it is the students who are out on this one. So up to Ryan Thompson here to see if he can get one close for a birdie. He's got to get this within 3 feet. That looks a little short. And how's that one going to land? That's going to be a bogey. See, now this would be a hammer opportunity, but because the staff used it.
Why do you say that this would be the good opportunity now versus the
a
last
bogey here. So Mr. Thomas, as you can see on the screen, if he gets within 3 feet, that's a birdie for the
and then 13.
and then 13 feet for a par. So if you feel like you have a chance of getting within that, and the students are only in with a bogey right now, this would be a good chance. And that's
I think you might get it there,
might
Mr. Wolf.
be okay. Oh. And this is the first time we've halved a hole tonight. And that's 5 holes. So we're going to step away for a little bit here for a break. Just hang on with us, and we'll be right back around the corner.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
There's going to still be audio though. Maybe Tristan wants to interview somebody. Yeah, we can do an interview. Yeah. Tristan, try not to giggle, buddy. Why don't you interview Peyton?
For what?
About playing college golf.
I already talked about that in the other interview.
Back-to-back EDC champion, or
No.
two-time EDC.
At the same course, back to back at the same course.
Two-time EDC champion.
Yeah, let's talk about
All right, I'm here with Peyton Stalker of the Birdie Bandits. How's it feel to be stacked up against these guys tonight?
it. Pretty good. We're playing pretty good right now. I'm about to hit the next tee shot as well. Feeling good.
Up 5-0 after 5 holes, I believe, so doing pretty good. Also hear you're a hockey player, so how's that season going? And
Yeah, we did pretty good at the state tournament. We went in as a 7th seed and took 2nd place, so that was pretty good.
yep. Scored the winning goal too, I hear, in overtime.
Yep, double overtime in the semifinal game. That was fun.
Also going to play college golf for the University of North Dakota. Best of wishes in that. So how excited are you for that stuff?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's obviously still kind of far away, but I'm super excited to be blessed with that opportunity.
Yep. Peyton Stalker of the Birdie Bandits. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Tristan. Jordan, he's not the best in the business for no reason.
I don't know why we're here.
It really makes a guy wonder. So here we are on the 6th hole. Peyton Stocker leading off for the students in the alternate shot portion of the match. Students leading 5-0 here. Won 4 of the holes. 1 has been halved, but they won 2 points on a hammer toss. So 5-zip. Oh, and that was well struck. That's really good. But that is going to be tough to follow here. Tough to follow for.
So with the students up 5-0, what does it take for them to win? I mean, I know they're smoking them. I know that, but like, what's in terms of the actual points? What do they need to win? Because it seems imminent at this point that it's going to happen. So we're just sitting around waiting, huh?
Well, to some extent, yeah. There is the singles portion coming up, and that'll be certainly interesting to watch as Stocker and Kenoto are going to play each other, Nostrom and Thomas, Weber and Brandt, and then Thompson and Salmon will be going head-to-head. So there are some individual holes coming up here as well as Coach Kenoto gets into one there and as it waves at Stocker's drive as it goes by. So this is going to put Drake. This is a par 5, so 343. Still lots can happen on this hole. As Drake gets out the fairway wood here, he's got 343 to the pin. Just looking to advance it to a good position. We'll see if and it did pick that one up. So this is kind of a reversal of fortune, right, Jordan?
I think you just hold it the rest of the way.
What do you mean?
Well, that was what kind of hamstrung the staff early on is a bad shot at a bad moment that really opened a door wide open for the students. And here's an opportunity for
the staff to steal.
To get in the driver's seat here. 301 yards. Mr. Salmon just needs to really just advance one up there and give a big advantage to the staff. Did I read correctly, Jordan, that there's a good swing for Mr. Salmon? He was a rodeoer.
He did say that
one time. So, that I would think anything you do after being a rodeoer, anything has got to feel pretty easy after that. I would think.
I think probably the one thing that's easy for him is to annoy Mr. Brandt with his friendship. It kind of sounds right up his alley. And kudos to Mr. Brandt for putting up with him. That's probably
very
not
true.
Probably not an easy task.
All right, so Madden Weber's got 249 here to the pin. He's going to need to do something special as certainly an advantage for the staff at this point. Oh, that might be the shot that they needed. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Takes a peek at the hole as it goes by.
The shot that they needed might be an understatement.
That was huge.
A beautiful shot.
No. Out of order there almost, but Coach Brandt is up. He's got 108 to the pin. So opportunity here now to stick it inside of Madden Weber's. So trivia, Mr. Witewski, at the national tournament, Madden Weber actually eagled this hole that they're playing right now in person. Yes.
Is it trivia when you tell me the answer?
I don't know if that.
Or is that
works
more of a
exactly.
fact?
It's a factoid.
But nonetheless,
oh, look at that.
Nonetheless, it's impressive.
It is impressive. Oh, some trash talking here. As Mr. Salmon is reminding the students that they are out. So within 4 feet gets students a birdie, 18 feet par, so I would think that's a par all day long at the minimum. Just short. Bogey, door open for Mr. Thomas.
Boy, he needs something good to happen
He
to his
does.
game here today. Get him going in the right direction.
Do you suppose we could bring the VR headset in and he could do that, this shot there, and that might be what it takes?
Might be a technicality, but I think they need it. That's good.
I think
That's
that's short as
short.
well. Oh! Yeah, barely! And the staff claims a hole, down now only 5-1. And staff will have honors here, and that will be Mr. Knodel.
Well, we'll find out here if the students were a little sitting on their laurels, a little fat and happy, and maybe feeling too good about themselves.
So here's a chance, 322 downhill. We'll see if Mr. Knodel goes for something big here. See if he turns this one loose or not. And that's slicing on him there, and that's not going to go where he was hoping for. Hit a long way, but not exactly in the right direction. So opportunity here for the students. Peyton Stocker.
So you talked about on that last hole, man, Weber parred or
He
eagled
that
it, excuse
in
me.
person when he was down in Texas playing.
How many courses can you play here at Sweet Shots?
Oh, I
Do you know?
don't even know what the number it is, but it is a tremendous amount. There's a great
Good
swing
there,
from
yes.
Peyton Stocker. As that one is up the chute.
There you go.
Really well done. 227 on that one. Now Mr. Salmon is changing his target there. He's got 133 to the pin. Was well struck. See if it's got the right distance. A little long, but he is on. Good comeback by the staff to keep the pressure on the students here. Good swing from Drake. Is it the right club? Oh, yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
You know, Drake spends a lot of June and July working at Memory Fireworks, and that shot right there had a little fireworks too, a little bang, a little sparkle, a little sizzle.
But you know, he looks so nonchalant about it. Like, yeah, that's what I was doing. All right, so Coach Brandt here with a chance. Inside 4 feet, gets a birdie, 18 feet, a par. One thing I will say, Jordan, I think it is harder to get a feel for distance from the second or third deck to some of these, where if you're on the ground floor hitting it for the putting, I think is a little easier situation, although that one looks pretty good. That'll be close. That should be a par at least. Just off. So good par by Mr. Brandt.
Yeah, that depth perception when you're
this high up.
I don't know how many feet would you say we're up right now?
Oh, I would think we're about 30 feet up.
Okay.
At least.
So watching your ball kind of fall down rather than just go straight out. Yeah, certainly.
I think your mind will play some tricks on you visually as you see that and wonder, well, hold it now. So 15 feet, though, is all this takes. If he can get it within 15 feet, the students win the hole. 74 feet to have it. So I think that's a foregone conclusion. Kid, did he get it in 15? And yes, he did.
So they still have more hammers that they can use.
They do. Well, if you're the students, do you need to use one tonight, the way that they've been playing thus far? So this is only 241. It is a par 4, so 241 should be reachable for a lot of the players here. We'll see if Ryan puts a good swing on this one. That's a good swing. See if it's enough or just slightly short. On the green side bunker. If it covers that bunker, I think he gets within a decent look on that. Probably doesn't get to the green, but much better opportunity is Mr. Thomas, I think, has been taking some practice swings on
I think he has, yeah.
adjacent bays here as he's looking to see if he can get something going here.
So these players, when they go up, they got to see where those bunkers and things are at. You can't just go up there and rip like it's a driving range.
Well, you can, but that is one of the things you'll find out, that a shot that looks really good,
right,
you've still got to cover all those yardages. Certainly the best drive we've seen Thomas hit tonight, but that one is off to the right.
It's in, though.
It's in, and really not too much, about the same distance. It's further away from the pin, but about the same distance as Thompson's. As Knodel here has an opportunity, he's changing his target there. He's got 72 to the pin, a little bit uphill. So he's almost going off screen here. Way off to the right to one of the red targets.
Didn't pick it up?
Nope. That would be another thing. So far, we're on the far left side, on the south side of this, hitting to one of the far right ones. The cameras, I'm sure, are set up to take more of that distance going out and away. That one got picked up, and that one looks good. I think one of the other things, Jordan, is the spin that you might create in a normal wedge type of situation doesn't get picked up off of the turf and with the cameras. So not very often that you're going to stick one and back it up. It just kind of releases a little bit. It's Peyton Stocker now with 65 yards. Another thing, even though it says you're in a bunker, really, there's no change to your swing. It doesn't do anything to harm you, or as far as your shot, it's as if you're hitting off the fairway. So Stocker there hits that one tight.
Beautiful shot.
And that's going to leave the staff out on this one. See what they have for birdie look. 7 feet for birdie, 33 feet for par. So I would think chances of par are pretty good here, but par doesn't get you much tonight.
No.
The students have been pretty stinking good. So again, this is one thing you always have to be aware of, making sure that you have the correct aim point. Still to that same flag for the putting.
So you think Sam was off? Is that Knodel had to go over and give him a little extra coaching there?
Well, I think he was just double checking and wanted to make sure. That should get you into a par range, yep. So Drake a chance.
Which is good, but they're looking. You got to go birdies, right?
Yeah. So 14 feet, so it's basically double what the staff had. Is a little chirping going on here as they're trying to get in Drake's head.
We all do it too.
Drake just has to get this within 14 feet for birdie.
Did I tell you failed your accounting test?
Oh, he loves the pressure.
And the hole is halved.
Salmon tried. Salmon tried.
All right, number 9, another par 5. This one quite a bit uphill, so that should be taken into account for your second shot, or third shot potentially even. That's 30 feet uphill. How would you like to walk that in the hot Texas
I was just going to
sun?
say the best part of you don't have to do any walking.
Yeah, that's right.
It's my favorite kind of golf.
Once we're done with like the team in place, then we're just like one person goes like one person does but it's still match play with this. So like it's still
Again, generous fairways here, and Madden Weber finds that without any trouble. Here's Coach Brandt.
I don't think I ever played courses with generous fairways. I don't think I ever saw a generous fairway in my life.
Feels like you're hitting down a hallway half the time, right? All right, Coach Brandt going to turn one loose here. Turn that over a little bit. I don't think he caught that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Stays.
Good there.
Nice.
Nice shot by Mr. Brandt.
So Ryan Thompson up here with 271 to the flag and 31 feet uphill. Probably not looking to get there. Just leave Peyton Stocker a nice little wedge into the green. Great
That'll be good there,
contact.
Dan, won't it?
Really great contact on that one. I think that's beautiful, yeah. Nicely done. Leaves about 100 yards for Stocker. And now Thomas up here with 261. He's got some lumber out. Thin, but not bad. That'll run a little bit. That will run. Ooh, that didn't pick up, I think, the way that was
the ball
hit.
went, yeah.
That was hit further than what that picked up, and that's kind of the part. This is also, as you see on there now, it says 24 feet uphill. So what it's doing, it probably hit kind of into the face of the hill, and that's what killed a lot of the distance, where in the Red River Valley, Fargo landfill is considered a mountain. So you do have to account for that. Escanola's going to have 207 in now, with only 99 yards for the students. So Canolo here looking to, I think he's probably got about a 6-iron here. Squirts right on him here a little bit. Not bad. 6-iron, Mr. Canodal. 5-iron on that one.
Is that the right choice?
Well, he's got to know his club, so I think one thing, it's 89 to the pin. But it is 17 feet uphill. I almost would say this is playing more like about 95-ish, and I don't know if Stacker has taken that into account. We'll see if what she does here. Good line. See what kind of distance. Stays on, but again, only got 82 yards on that, so a little bit of work to be left to be done by the students. So small opening, sliver here. This is going to be tough.
But
from 48 yards, Mr. Salmon has to put her in within 2 feet to try and birdie here. 8 feet for par. It's a pretty big ask. That's maybe a par? No. Bogey. So a lot of opportunity for Mr. Salmon's student, Drake Nostrom. He only has to get it within 29 feet to win this hole. So you don't even need to, if you're...
You don't have to be perfect there.
I don't think you're thinking birdie. You're thinking just something that's near that. Oh, that was not well struck. But it was good enough. It was good enough. 7-1 now. So we go to the 10th hole. Par 3. Last of the alternate shot holes, and then we'll be moving to the singles.
Single format.
So here I think, if you're looking at this from a kind of a analytics sort of look, if it's me, if Madden's tee shot isn't a great tee shot, this might be a great time to drop the hammer. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's an alternate.
So it goes back
control.
and forth.
Yeah,
huh? I got you.
And they don't.
And they've never had to use
it.
it.
To throw it,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. So 172 here. Good swing by Madden Weber. Almost pin high, just little offline. Opening here for Mr. Brandt.
Did you watch much of that TGL, Mr. Wolf, or not?
I've watched some.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on it? Because I know some people love it and some say they're maybe a little bit more of a purist. And
well, I think it's a good diversion. It's something,
sure.
I think golf trying to be a little more like, more 24/7 media cycle, keeping people interested in those sorts of things. I was expecting maybe a little more rowdiness and those sorts of things. I think maybe the next year might provide that kind of opportunity now that people know what it's like. Here it comes. It's coming back. It's cutting in. Is it the right distance? Oh.
a little long there
Yeah,
off the
a
back.
little long and just rolled off the slope of the back.
Last alternate shot hole.
And unfortunately, the staff's still out. So from 48 yards, got to get within 3 feet here for a birdie, 13 feet for a par. That one's pretty good.
Oh boy. No, it's not going to be 3 feet as good though.
There's the
There
par.
it is.
Nice shot by Mr. Thomas. There's some pressure here. Only 18 feet to have this hole. Ooh, that should be enough to have the hole. Yeah, there it is.
All right, singles.
All right, so that's going to bring an end to the alternate shot. Next up will be the singles, and we're going to step away for a few minutes. Stick around. We'll be right back to see how this all finishes up with the singles. We'll be right back.
Discover the experience that awaits you at North Dakota State University. Join the Bison family where connections run deep, from the classroom to the field and beyond. Build an exciting career with the help of industry-leading faculty. Tap into the power of the herd and make unforgettable memories in Fargo, one of the best college towns in the Midwest. Don't wait. Find your adventure at North Dakota State University.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
Don't use that bay though.
Made out of cardboard? So this was like some piece of food or something we ordered. And this is a cardboard piece that I It's gotten a little wonky. I did do some thorough testing in my room. We should all sign it. That'd be kind of fun. Have that as a.
Is it a traveling trophy?
It's not a. I think it would need to be more sturdy to be a traveling trophy.
We
It's
can
not going
bring
to survive another year. Okay, so what? 10 is.
These are the scorecards.
What are we looking at? Let me go back. How long are we breaking? Kind of as long as. Here we can just start with that. Oh, we're just like sitting. Well, yeah. So I was. You can just keep going. What I was gonna do is. Like
Maybe an interview with Brad. You can go down there. That one.
I got a bunch of this. I got a list of
So we play this one out.
That's wild.
Thomas, get over here. Is my camera on, Bo?
both.
Are we on? All right, welcome back to the Sweet Shot Shootout. I'm here with Mr. Thomas. How do you think the round's going so far?
Well, our streaming program stopped crashing, so I'll take that as a win. On the course, could be a little better. We'll see kind of what the singles goes for. I heard that Drake and I have some par threes, so not too confident in that with these Sweet Shots chipping and putting, but we'll see how it goes.
Your opponent behind you right now, what are your thoughts on him?
You know, I talked a big game, but we'll see what happens after this. So I do have my list of blames I got, so.
There are some whispers that you're dragging your team down right now. Is that true?
Oh, absolutely. But I got my blames. So I played VR golf the past couple days, so I have like 12 hours of that. Clubs feel a little different when they don't weigh as much as a real club.
So more or less excuses, not blames.
Oh, yeah. Tons of excuses. I didn't get to warm up since I was setting up the stream, obviously, so that's a huge factor. And then the stream trouble has obviously given me some discomfort with how things are going. But I think I can take on Drake. And
Were you prepared for this even?
Oh, for sure.
Back to you guys in the booth.
You know, it makes me wonder, Jordan, what kind of clubs are used in VR golf? I have a I'm envisioning like the plastic Fisher-Price clubs or something like that. I don't know if that's true.
You know what, though? The longer he talked about his blames, the more valid they became to me.
They did.
I mean, those are legitimate concerns. He sets all the tech up, and if that's not right, I mean, it's...
Oh, and the hammer has been dropped here. But, you know, for all of the razzing that Mr. Thomas has gotten tonight, and for that matter, Mr. Salmon, those of you who do tune into Mustang Media should know the hard work and the hours that they put in, because, you know, they're the ones that make everything go. As we see Peyton Stocker smoke one down the fairway. I don't think that she caught that as well as she would like, but I know I can't speak for you, Jordan, but a lot of people I talk to say, you know, thanks, what a great job we do with Mustang Media. And, you know, quite honestly, for me on the basketball side, really my job is super easy, showing up and just kind of talking about it. But if people saw the work that went in behind the scenes, they would be really, really impressed with the work that the kids do, and Mr. Salmon and Mr. Thomas. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, we get the nice part of saying that we're associated with it, but don't have to do any of the work, right? I mean,
exactly. Yeah. If they put me in charge, I'd say, where's the button that means we're on?
Yeah.
And that's not how that works.
And then to do it in an unfamiliar environment like this, where we're not at the school or the hockey arena, it's a big undertaking. There's no doubt about it. And the students too. We have Drake and Bo and Tristan and everybody else,
and all the camera people, and you know, it is a labor of love. I would say that is really well struck.
Stalker's had 2 balls here, and I think
just caught a bunker. That's going to hurt her with some distance there, as Kanoto dropped the hammer here, knowing that the staff needs some chance here. He's got 155. Looks like, yeah, that blue target out there is about 154, so he's going to try and land this as much on top of that as he can. This could be a big opportunity for the staff. It's cutting. Looks good. Oh! Nice shot. Chance to steal 2 points here for the staff.
We are into the singles.
This is the all singles here now, I can tell you. You know, being fortunate enough to coach Peyton here, her 7th grade year, she had to 2-putt from about 30 feet at Edgewood to send us to the state tournament. And she almost made the first putt, but rolled it about 5 feet past, and a lot of holding of breath. But
did you say 7th grade?
7th grade.
Wow.
So there's her shot. Inside of Canodal, so a little pressure.
Pretty tight.
But here's an opportunity for Canodal to steal this one. He has to get it within 8 feet to get 2 points for the staff. Let's see where it is. Oh, it's a par. So Stocker just has to get it within 11 feet to have this one. Oh, that might have been short. And it was 2 points for the staff.
Yeah, as soon as that ball left her club, I think I heard her say, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
And I think she knew right away.
Got under it a little bit, a little higher than what she was looking for, as we now see Drake and Thomas here.
Thomas.
138 yards on this one.
I think this could be hammered. Step in and hammer this guy.
The staff trying to go Drake into dropping the hammer so they can steal potentially another 2 points. All right, 138 yards. Well, I'm not sure which flag he's going at here. I would guess it's the red directly out in front of him. Pulled it a little. All right.
It'll be fine there, won't it?
It's fine. Oh, now Drake is going to drop the hammer. So chance, 2 points up for grabs here. We'll see if Mr. Salmon tries to get Drake thinking a little bit on this one. Oh. That one is squirted out to the right and into the greenside bunker.
That'll work.
It looks like
You can't do a double hammer, I don't think, as Thomas
wanted it, but can't do it when your opponent's putting.
Right.
I got you.
I don't think he's putting.
I'm putting. It's within 100 feet.
Yes or no? No.
He's in a bunker. He's in a greenside bunker. Okay. Rules official Tristan Murak on to tell us that the hammer is not able to be a double hammer in play here.
I moved it.
It's a good thing we have this place booked till midnight.
I hope so. When does the snow start? That could be in play here as well. Well, let's see if it runs up there. And it's on.
Well,
Oh, a lot of slope on these greens. A lot of almost turtle back. A lot of them, they fall off pretty quickly. So Drake a chance here. Has to get it within a foot for birdie to win the hole outright. 7 feet for par. This is when nerves settle in on a player. They really, it starts to look like a football field out there at times. Has he got it? Has he got the par? Yes!
yes, he does.
Now the pressure is on Thomas.
You talk about the nerves like that. That can be kind of a lonely position sometimes. Just
It's got to be within 4 feet to have this. Otherwise, a massive lead for the students. It was a good line, but that is not going to get it. And they go up. That was a hammer. That was 9. It should be 9-3, I think.
Nostrom used the hammer, didn't he? I forgot about that there at the beginning.
So this will be.
So now it goes back to the staff, correct? They're going to hold on to it.
It goes by honors, and because the
hammer.
hammer goes back to the staff. And Coach Brandt wasting
Brandt.
no time. No time. Makes it very apparent to Madden Weber that the hammer is in play.
Get his head.
Of course, Coach Brandt might have wanted to know that Madden has played this course in real life. That may be a hidden advantage for him.
Brandt was playing it on VR Golf, though.
This is true.
Well,
Woo! He stripes that one.
But it was only down.
Oh, look at that run.
It was only down the middle.
287 on that one.
that hammer throw is Brandt's got his work cut out for him here.
Yeah.
He's got to come up with something big out of his bag.
Oh, that phone weighing him down. He's going to give it everything he's got. That one's not bad.
Feel good about it. It's right on the line. That's another fairway hit
Yep.
right there for Timmy Brandt.
Oh. Oh.
That's a part of mine out. First score right there.
So even though Madden outdrove him, Brandt's line leaves him closer to the pin. And with the hammer in play, he serves notice to Madden Weber that he's got to knock it tight here from 146.
Boy, this is a tough matchup for Brandt here going against Madden, isn't it? I mean, not easy.
I think you're 140 to 146. Yeah. 140. 1 foot. Perfect. 140 yards? Yeah, I mean, just stick it tight. It's as easy as that, really. I think so.
It's awfully quiet around here as it's into the singles here. This one leaking a little to the right, but it finds the green.
Now, you said Brandt had a good line, though, right?
Brandt had the better line,
to
so
the hole.
he's 6 yards closer to the pin, so an opportunity for Brandt here. He's looking at what target he wants to choose. He's going to go with the blue. You know, still work to be done for Madden. He's about 40 feet from the pin. So a chance for Brandt certainly to stick it tight. And that looks like a pretty good line. Is it enough? Yes. There it is. All right. 3 feet for birdie, 17 feet for par here for Weber. Brandt's going to have something similar, maybe about 5 feet for birdies. So oh, that's short. I think that's a bogey. That is a bogey. Opens a door for a 2-point swing here for the staff. Within 25 feet is all Coach Brandt has to do.
See if that hammer throw is the right play at the beginning of this hole.
Oh, and he pulls it left. And it's just in.
that left the club one. It doesn't matter if it rings around the hole, it's still winning.
All right, 9-5, 2 holes to go. So Hammer rests with the students.
We could throw
Or I'm sorry, this is our last hole. So students have won this match. Now it's about a little pride here between Ryan Thompson. Oh, that's right. We have to go back. Tristan and his setup here.
Did you want that to be the last hole?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. $350-yard par 4 here for Mr. Salmon. Well, it finds a fairway. Short of one of the tee boxes. Take from that what you think it means. But it is short of a tee box. Oh, RT going to drop the hammer here. Oh, RT turns it over a little bit. But he finds a fairway. You can't stop him, folks. You can only hope to contain him. Ryan Thompson, folks.
We'll say that about a lot of golfers. That's a select few.
That is
Upper
a
echelon
small group. Oh, it's low. See if it runs. Oh, just short. All right. Thompson here. Oh. Oh. Still a good shot.
What are the rules on that? You had Mr. Salmon, standing directly on the tee box about 4 feet away. What are the rules on that?
I think at the Sweet Shot Shootout, I think gamesmanship is always welcome and, in fact, encouraged.
Yes. All right.
There's no gambling at Bushwood, but there is gamesmanship at the Sweet Shot Shootout. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Really good.
Oh, boy.
Nice shot, Mr. Salmon.
It was. But Ryan only needs to get it in 25 feet here. 5 feet wins it, but 26 feet halves it. A little bit left, a little tug. But that's, yeah.
Impressive hole there for Thompson.
It was.
A lot of nice shots.
Oh, yeah, because the Sweet Shots is just a regular two-person match player. It has no idea what the point. Oh, wait. I'm thinking about what Salmon's saying now.
Okay. Second round through of the singles.
If you guys get a
282-yard par 4. This may be drivable. but that one is sprayed a little to the right.
Should I do it?
There goes the hammer. Staff doing what they can to try and get back in.
Can I do it after she hits her drive?
I think they might do it too. Yeah.
Oh, that one was hit well.
She might be the most clutch golfer we've ever cooked. So we got that going for us.
Oh, it's in the bunker. All right, 59 yards for Knodel.
Gotta have a good look at it, right? I mean, straight on like that. He's in an okay position, isn't he?
I think it's fine. I don't think it's not in the trash or anything. So, just can you put the right swing on it at about 60 yards? Looks on line. Oh, nice shot. Stock are about the same distance, 5 yards closer. Oh, nicely done. To about 10 feet there, 10 and a half feet. Knodel with about 16 feet here. He's going to put within 9 feet for a birdie. You almost think he has to do that since Stocker is inside of this. That's going to be a par. This is an opening. 14 feet is all that Stocker needs here. That's long, but I think that's easily in there. Yes. And 2 points for the students. 11 to 5.
I don't think we need to go. No, I think we just have to change some swing shots and we can keep going. Yeah.
We could get the brothers over here. The brothers are
So as we're getting things set up here, Mr. Salmon, Mr. Brandt. Let's send it down to Tristan.
Huh?
You get in the middle.
This is like scary. All right, I'm here with Mr. Salmon and Mr. Brandt, both from the Fairway Faculty. How we think the round's going so far, boys?
I think our plan to wait as long as humanly possible to really turn it on is going great. We're going to come back in these last few holes and embarrass the kids.
Brandt, your thoughts?
I agree with that. Only my back's starting to hurt, so it might be a struggle here these last few.
Is the back going to be the decider?
Yeah, it certainly won't be my terrible golf game. It'll be the back.
Salmon, what are your thoughts on your opponent right now, Ryan Thompson, the Rhino, heavily matched?
I think he should stick to hockey. I think golf is clearly his number 5 or 6 sport. And going up against me, I was nice to him and split it on the first hole. I'm not going to be so nice next time.
I feel like we should get Rhino in here and get his thoughts. How about that?
Yeah, whatever. I'm not intimidated.
So here he is, Ryan Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. Rhino, your thoughts on the absolute brutal words your opponent just had to say?
Nothing much. I mean, I'll beat him on 18.
Any comebacks?
No, not by them. No.
Back to you guys in the booth.
Ryan Thompson will not be intimidated.
Lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep.
Absolutely
apparently.
not.
That's what Mr. Ryan Thompson's got going for him there. Mr. Brandt talked about his back a little bit, so we'll have to keep that in. Kind of wonder about how he's going to be able to perform.
We are on to Drake and Mr. Thomas here. Drake with honors, 152-yard par 3. Just a tiny bit uphill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Little Huey on that one. Turned it over. Doesn't hurt him a great deal, but the door is open for Mr. Thomas. No more hammers to be thrown by the staff. One by the students. 2 more holes after this.
You have all the momentum this hole.
Oh, in the thick cabbage.
So this is play for pride time, right?
This is all about pride. For the students, how big can they make the margin? Can the staff narrow it a bit? He's got a tree in front of him here. Oh, a Shankopotamus.
He's trying to go around the tree.
Well, he did go around the tree, going away from.
I believe he's over there by Thomas now, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's still out. Here's a nice shot. Oh.
Is that one of those greens?
Yeah.
You said they just kind of fall off on the sides there and ran away from Nostrum there a little bit.
Yeah, they do. Advantage staff on this hole as Thomas only hitting his second shot here. We'll see if that one ends up on the dance floor. Not quite, but both should be putting now. They're both about the same distance away. So 3 feet for bogey. That one's pretty good. I think All right, the double. All right, so
What's Thomas shooting for here?
this is his third shot, so if he gets it in 3 feet, he can win the hole. And he may have done it, folks. He may have done it. Yes, he does. Point for the staff. Clutch putt by Mr. Thomas. All right, 481-yard par 5. This one may be reachable in 2. Could see an eagle on this one, potentially. Brandt swings hard on that one. It's coming around, it's looping around, cutting a little. Oh. Fairway bunker from a long way away. Well hit by Madden Weber. Also cutting right into the fairway.
Hasn't been a problem for him finding those fairways.
No, it has not.
Oh.
So, even though he's in the fairway, yards to hole, this is Madden's second on this par 5. Another well-struck ball. That should just scoot up there. Yep. Almost pin high. Little pressure for Mr. Brandt. Yeah, it's out of that. I think he caught the lip of the bunker as he swung, and so it ate off a bunch of that distance on there. So now he's got 137 to the hole. That's the one thing you don't know for sure, Jordan, when you're playing this. You're in a trap. It doesn't necessarily penalize you, but the graphics, you don't know if you're going to catch that hill or anything like that.
It's tough when you don't have that authentic feel to it. Still struck it well, though, I thought.
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't get the distance on it that he had wanted.
That one's online. It's tracking. And he finds the green. So the 2 feet wins the hole. 8 feet birdie and puts the pressure on Brandt. Pretty good. Just outside. So that's a par.
So Brand's still got an opportunity here.
Brand
but
has a chance.
It's tough.
Kind of the same area that Madden was in, 2 feet or 5 feet to win, 23 feet to have. Staff in desperate need of some points here, so Brandt's going to have to go for it, no doubt of that. Looks a little short. Should be inside the par ring. Yep. Oh! Short. Madden wins the hole, 12-6, now doubling up the staff.
Is this our final one here?
This is.
All right.
Reach the home hole. So here's a chance for the students here to really put the hurt on the staff. I think a bold move from the students would be to drop the hammer
That's
here.
what I was thinking. Yeah, why not?
Just why not?
Why not?
Make it 14-6. They still have time. Good swing by Thompson.
That's not good. I mean, it's good for you.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. You don't see U-Hauls behind hearses, so they may as well use it right now.
Absolutely.
Can't take it
home with you.
Yeah.
So you might as well drop that hammer and, really embarrass the staff and put them at 14-6.
Maybe that speaks to the humility of these kids.
Maybe so.
Parents raised them well.
There it is. There it is. Let's see if Salmon can respond. Oh, not terrible, but it's going to leave him. Going to probably put him out.
Sand over there too.
Yeah. Well,
escapes it.
Avoids that, but he's got a long way home. He's still got 271 to get home. It's heart of a warrior time for Salmon. Oh boy. Got to hope that, and it did pick it up. Oh, he's on the fairway, but I'm afraid he's still out. Nope, he snuck inside of Thompson on that one. So Thompson with 197 just needs to make a smooth pass on this one. Good swing.
Oh boy.
That's just going to scoot up by the green. Oh, on. Oh!
Oh boy.
Nice job by Thompson there. Beautiful.
So Salmon with 185, hitting 3. Thompson leads 2. good line. I don't know if it's enough.
He said he was John Daly without the power.
This is true. This is true.
I think for that effort, he deserves a Diet Coke. Or 13.
Or 13 of them. And a trip to the ER afterwards. All right, 38 yards. Almost needs to hold this out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little short, but certainly on the green. There you go. Nicely done. But Thompson with a chance to finish in style with the eagle. Just needs to get it in 6 feet. 25 feet wins the hole, but the eagle would be the cherry on top.
And he used the hammer. And
yeah. Off on that, but there it is. 2 points, 14-6. Well, our first Sweet Shots shootout. What'd you think, Jordan?
Well, it was fun. I thought that maybe the teachers would put up a little bit better of a fight, but then again, I mean, it's the kids are the ones that are playing all the time, so.
Yeah.
Not surprising. You have some very good golfers here that participated on the student side. It was fun though. It was fun watching some of the back and forth between the students.
Oh, there
and the
they
staff
are. The post game handshake. Yeah. It kind of started badly for the staff. They got behind
those
first
three
few
holes.
That just really kind of put them behind the 8 ball the rest of the time, and just they were playing catch up. But kind of a neat thing. Your first introduction to kind of TGL golf. It's a little different, and obviously this, as I said, kind of an esports, kind of a not real golf, but still a really fun opportunity for both students and staff to get out here and have an opportunity to play against one another tonight.
Yeah, and I know the students really enjoy coming out here and participating and playing these courses and things like that. I know Drake, I have in class, and he talks about how he plays, the virtual course and things like that. And I think now, maybe we'll see. I don't know if we have any interviews with our students.
I think there is. It'll be interesting to see if there's some trash talking, some bragging going on from Drake in class here tomorrow. As I think we're going to send this down to Tristan Murak, who's with the winners right now, and he's going to see what they think about their 14-6 beatdown of the staff tonight.
All right, I'm here with the Birdie Bandits, winners of the first ever Sweet Shot Shootout. Guys, congratulations, first of all. How do we feel the round went?
Really good. We dominated them.
Yeah, most definitely. 14-6 win coming out on top. Would you say this was in hand after the first 9?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Most definitely. Maybe a better teacher team next time?
Yeah, I think so. I think especially after the first hole, really, there was one bad drive from, I won't name names, but somebody had a really bad drive out of bounds, and it was over from there.
Who do you think is the worst teacher on the opposing team?
I'll give that one to Drake.
Yeah, we'll keep passing it down to the next guy.
Pass it on to Ryan.
What's the question?
Worst teacher.
Worst teacher? I'm not answering that.
Who's the best teacher on the opposing side?
Salmon and Canolo.
I love all my teachers.
I'd say Brant was a solid player.
Ryan says he has the worst.
Worst was Thomas. Best was Canodal.
You heard it here first, folks. Canodals seems to be the favorite. Any of you going on to take these guys in a 1v1 later on?
Maybe Canolo later on in the summer.
I'll definitely find Thomas and beat him then, too.
Yeah, I'd like to play Canodal this summer. I'd like to play Salmon this summer.
Basically everyone. So with that, we'll send it back to Latowski and Wolf. You heard it here first, the Birdie Bandits, folks.
Well, congratulations, of course, to the students. 14-6. They take down the staff tonight. Kind of a an inaugural event. I'm not sure if this will become an annual thing, but it was certainly fun to see everyone participate and give it their best shot. And anyone who's out there who plays golf knows it's an incredibly difficult and frustrating game at times. So it was great to see everyone come out and give it their best effort, and that's all that really matters.
Right, and winners sign the hammer, and so that's one thing that they can never take away from you is your legacy, right? And so I mean, your names are immortalized on that hammer for however long that this goes, and that's something that you can't take away as a championship.
And now there's even video proof on the internet of what took place. So
you have player of the game?
Oh, well, that's the job of the color commentator. Who would you denote the player of the game tonight?
I think I go Peyton Stalker. She had to go up against Knodel there, and she bested him early on. I believe it was that first round where they were on the singles match, and they all played well. Weber and Brandt had a little good back and forth, and Weber got the best of him. But I think Stalker played really well, kind of starting off the singles match there.
Absolutely. Well, we hope you all enjoyed the Sweet Shot Shootout, the first edition of this. And again, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you found some entertainment in this, and I know everyone who participated had a great time. I know I did. Jordan, I hope you did.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully the courses are open for real soon for everyone to be able to get out and play. But if you can't, remember, stop down at Sweet Shots. Enjoy what they have to offer, whether you want to hit some balls or have a meal, that sort of stuff. They have just a little bit of everything for you here. They have the inside simulator bays, the putting green, all of that sort of stuff. So it's a really great facility, and we thank them for hosting us. So with that, we're going to wrap up tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dan Wolf.
Jordan Latowski.
Mustang Media is out.
Good night.